In the middle of the night, a man of around 70 years old discovered a secret tunnel on his farmyard. As anyone else could have done, the man decided to enter the tunnel and follow it to see what was on the end of it. But now as he was about to find out what was on it, his wife appeared from nowhere. When the old man thought that her wife had found out about the tunnel too, he was shocked to see her holding a sharp hook on her hand. Without hesitation, his wife cut the old man's throat and murdered him within seconds. You could see in her eyes the range she had. It was very clear the old man was not supposed to find out the tunnel at all. This is because his wife had installed one of the biggest nuclear bomb weapon, standby to launch whenever she had a green light. At the same time, in the middle of an ice jungle, a certain man woke up and found himself left in the ice alone. The man looked confused. It was as if he had no idea what was going on at all. All he had on him was a stack of cash on a bag. Now back like 30 years ago. We see a certain man who was kept in a certain room, which its location was in Russia on a Russian military base. Whereby there was these two doctors who seemed to have been doing some experiments on the man. What they were really doing, was to do some experiments on the man's brain, whereby they were injecting him with different drugs to make his brain work completely from any others. And then they would use the man as a weapon in operating different missions where they would send him. But now their project wasn't fully completed, and so they needed some few time to do further tests on the man to make him fully effective. But now one day as the doctor was treating the man, he didn't realize that the man had no dose in his body which made him controllable. And so this time the man was 100% himself, and even he had idea what was going on. And that is where the man acted first and murdered the doctor. Without wasting of time, the man started his escape from the building. Luckily for him, as the soldiers tried to hold him down, he was able to fight them down. This is because before the man was captured by the Russians, he used to be an American spy. The other doctor, who was the woman, she had a pretty good fighting skills, and so it was very hard for the man to pass through her. And the same woman fighting, is the same woman we saw killing her husband in the beginning. And that was after 30 years later. Luckily for the spy guy, he managed to escape away. Because of that incident, the brain controlling project was shut down immediately. And no one have ever heard about it again. Until lately one day on the CIA building, they received a call from one of the Chinese ambassador who said that he had a very important information he wanted to tell them. But now under one condition, which was that he will only talk to a certain lady who used to be an investigator but now she is taxi driver. The CIA had no other choice other than finding the lady and make her go talk to the ambassador to extract the information he had. And so without wasting of time, the lady went to see the man. That is where the ambassador informed the lady that the brain control project that was shut down 30 years ago is back in play again. Different people in all over the world are being controlled to do certain missions. The ambassador even told the lady that his life was in danger too. And since the lady was once an investigator, he wanted her to look into the matter before it was too late. Even the CIA couldn't believe what they heard at all. And the old guy wasn't wrong at all. This is because after some few days after their meeting with the lady, as he was shaving his beard on the bathroom, a certain young woman walked through the door. The man wasn't surprised at all, since he automatically knew the woman wasn't just a normal young lady, but a professional assassin whose mind is being controlled. Even the lady seemed confused as if she didn't realize who she really is. This is because before being woken up by the doctors, she used to work in a Chinese embassy whereby she is a teacher, in which she was assigned to teach the ambassador's child how to play piano. But now as for this day, the mission wasn't a piano lessons at all. Immediately as she was left teaching the child, she headed one up to the top floor of the building and crossed into the other similar building where it was believed the ambassador was. And so when ambassador tried to put on a fight on the woman, she was to weigh out of his fighting skills. And so the woman accomplished the mission by murdering him. After the incident had happened, that's where the woman started realizing what she had done. And the guilty was overcoming her with time. Meaning the project that was shut down was now alive.